The sun burned fiercely above a quiet roadside, where the noise of passing traffic masked the silent desperation of a young girl alone in her wheelchair. Her small hands lay still on the armrests, her eyes closed, and her breathing slow, like someone who had already endured too much for her age. Her name was Ariella, and this bus stop had become the final place her mother had chosen to leave her. The world rushed by her without a single stop, without a single question, as if her existence didn't matter. And for a moment, Ariella believed that maybe it didn't. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of good people stepping in when the world turns away, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Tales so more people can witness these true stories of hope and humanity. Ariella had been sick since she was just a toddler. A rare condition had slowly taken away her ability to walk, but not her bravery. She grew smarter, calmer, and stronger on the inside, even as her body grew weaker. But life hadn't been kind. Her father left when her symptoms first showed. Her mother, Rochelle, once loving and joyful, changed under the crushing weight of hardship. Bills piled up. Doctors demanded payments. And Rochelle's heart hardened with resentment until she convinced herself that her daughter was the reason her life fell apart. Weeks before that bus stop moment, Rochelle had tried to surrender Ariella to care facilities, all refused due to limited space and paperwork delays. That rejection twisted Rochelle into a breaking point. One afternoon, she drove her daughter to the bus stop, whispered a cold promise that a bus would take her somewhere better, and then sped away without looking back at the little girl crying her name. Ariella waited, believing her mother would return. Minutes turned to an hour. Then longer. The heat pressed into her skin. Her head drooped. Hunger clawed inside her. Tears had dried into salt on her cheeks. Just when she felt darkness tug her downward, the roar of engines shattered the silence. 3 motorcycles approached, loud, powerful, intimidating. The riders wore leather cuts, patched with symbols of a biker brotherhood. Their shadows fell over Ariella like giants. They were rugged men, full beards, tattoos, heavy boots, the kind of men who would make most people step aside. Their leader, a broad man named Ryder, dismounted first, wiping sweat from his thick beard as he focused on the child slumped in the wheelchair. Behind him stood Marco, tall with sharp eyes, and Jax, who kept his expression unreadable beneath a bandana and long hair. Ryder's tough demeanor melted into worry as he knelt beside Ariella. He tapped her shoulder gently. Her eyes fluttered open, confused, frightened, weak. She didn't know if these strangers were here to help or hurt her. But Ryder's hand was gentle, and his voice, though rough, carried warmth. Ariella couldn't speak. Exhaustion weighed her down. Ryder quickly realized she needed help urgently. Without wasting a second, he scooped her into his arms as if she were made of feathers, while Marco grabbed the wheelchair. They rushed her into their truck, usually meant for tools and biker gear, now transformed into a rescue vehicle. The nearest hospital was 20 minutes away. For every passing second, Ryder checked to ensure she was breathing. Marco searched the roadside for anything, anyone, that might indicate a guardian. Nothing. Just empty space. Inside the hospital, nurses swiftly took Ariella away. The bikers waited, pacing, restless and furious at the thought of someone abandoning a child like that. After what felt like hours, a doctor emerged with news. Ariella was severely dehydrated, malnourished, and emotionally distressed. She needed time, safety, and someone to care. Ryder felt something inside him twist, a pain he hadn't revisited in years. His own daughter had passed away young, and the grief had hollowed him out. Seeing Ariella's fragility reopened that wound but also lit a fire. He would not let another child fall through the cracks. Hospital staff contacted authorities. They tried calling Rochelle. She refused to pick up. Then she blocked the number. When police found her, she admitted she didn't want Ariella anymore. The officers, stunned by her coldness, left Ariella in state care while paperwork began to make her a ward of the government. Days passed. Ariella stayed silent, tense around strangers. She trusted no one. But the bikers returned every day. First Ryder, then Marco and Jax, eventually the whole biker crew. They brought snacks, stuffed animals, silly biker patches sewn into tiny blankets. They made her laugh, a quiet, careful little laugh, but a laugh nonetheless. One day, Ryder found her staring at the sun through the window, her face thoughtful and sad. She told him that she dreamed of learning to ride a bike, not a motorcycle, but a regular bicycle with a basket adorned with flowers. She wanted wings like that because she had never been free. Ryder felt his heart ache. He knew life had clipped her wings too early. When doctors cleared her to leave the hospital, the state arranged a temporary care home. Ryder refused to let her disappear into the system like just another file. He and the biker club held a heated but heartfelt meeting. Many had kids. Some had struggled through life's cruelties like Ariella. Every man at that table raised his hand. They would fight to give her a real family. Court hearings followed. The judge eyed their tattoos, their rough edges. But then she saw Ryder's sincerity, saw the club's determination, saw Ariella's smile when she spotted them in the courtroom. And she made a decision that shook Ariella's world. Ryder would become her foster father. The day she moved into Ryder's home, the bikers threw a celebration. They transformed their clubhouse into a wonderland, balloons tied to handlebars, music playing, a custom wheelchair ramp built by Jax himself. Ariella was given a leather vest with her name embroidered in gold, Princess Ryder. Her eyes sparkled brighter than the sun. Life shifted. Therapy sessions strengthened her muscles. Marco taught her school lessons. Jax crafted adaptive gifts to help her become more independent. Ryder read her stories every night because she loved the sound of his gravelly voice turning gentle for her. Months later, the biggest surprise came. The club had been secretly modifying a small custom-built bike, stable, supportive, fitted just for her. At sunrise on a warm day, they wheeled it out. Ariella covered her mouth, tears shimmering like jewels. She climbed in slowly, trembling with excitement and fear. Ryder held the bike steady. The others cheered. She breathed in courage. Then, she started pedaling, shaky at first, but determined. With every push, she felt the world get bigger, her heart get braver. The wind kissed her face. The road welcomed her wheels. And Ariella, abandoned, forgotten, discarded, finally tasted freedom. If this story has touched your heart, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to Kindness Tales so more amazing stories of hope reach those who need them. Time passed like a beautiful dream. Ariella no longer wondered why her mother left. Instead, she celebrated the people who chose to stay. Ryder and the gang officially adopted her into their biker family, giving her not just a home, but a world full of love, laughter, engines, and open roads. Before you scroll, comment, kindness wins, to spread positivity and courage for children like Ariella around the world. In the end, Ariella learned something powerful. Family is not defined by blood, but by those who show up, lift you up, and ride beside you for life. And every time she pedals forward with the sun warming her smile, she knows she wasn't left behind, she was found.